We're looking today at the Bikerdike asset map. This is an online mapping tool by which you can keep track of your partners. That's for the partners themselves as well as maybe for interested general public. We started with the database, and all the different partners that were listed we classed according to these different parameters of service: diabetes prevention, community development, child care, so on. We then take these classes and look at them sort of as layers, if you will. Here you can see the number also of services, of companies that provide those services, and a little bit of color added, and we have the basis for some symbology on a map. You see they're grouped broadly according to function. I'm going to go ahead and launch the tool. In this case, I'm doing it from my own website, but I've got all the files ready to submit to Bikerdike, and you can launch it from your own website, or we can talk about how best to host it. And here you see the basic mapping interface. A lot of these mapping tools will be familiar already. I'm just closing now the directions tool. You can get directions to and from any place. It's very similar functionality to Google Maps, becoming familiar to most people. And here you see the colors and the layers. These are the classes of service that we derived from the database, and each one becomes a layer. It's a way of organizing all the different data in the map. And you see again, the green is sort of health-based, blue, different symbols are for youth, after school education, and so on. So what I'm doing now is I'm turning off these various layers. You can see them turn off on the map. The default state of the map is to have everything turned on. Right now we're seeing there's also an all partners layer. If you want to see every single data point that's in the map, you can turn that on. Now I'm looking at just one function level or one service level. So you can create different looks of map, and there's lots of different templates. By clicking over a point, you can access the information that's contained within the database. And here we have the name of the company, and as well as a hyperlink when provided. We have that. There's also contact information and so on. Basically everything that we could map, we've included in there. You can locate addresses, find addresses, and so on. A lot of people are more comfortable with these. More and more people become comfortable with maps. You can change how the map looks. Here's a very neutral gray background, and you can really see the different configuration of the points. There's also some more powerful tools on here. For example, you can create custom maps. Here I'm using the draw function to create a shapefile. Let's say, for example, I don't know, maybe one of the groups wanted to define a study area for something. So here I'm using the draw tool to create a custom polygon of, I'm just imagining some sort of neighborhood study area, and I've got the show measurements selected in the dialog box, and it's giving me a total area as well. Now you and I know that in Chicago it's fairly easy to calculate the area since it's basically on a half-mile grid. But for complex shapes, it could be interesting to see that area tool there. Moreover, I can go ahead and print this map if I wanted to, and I can scooch these shapes around, do whatever's needed, adjust them, and I can print this map. And this is something that might go into a report, or maybe I'm going to hand to volunteers or something. I'm giving it a title now. Let's just call this study area, and the subtitle will be I don't know, whatever study might be going on here. Let's say it's obesity prevention. And I'm going to go ahead and print this to a PDF. And in this case, I'm just using a cute PDF writer, which is my favorite PDF printing tool. Say OK. And I'm going to go ahead and define the location for this file. I'll just put it on my desktop for now. Give it an appropriate file name. Keep your files straight. Obesity prevention, partners, study area, and OK. So very quickly, I can go ahead and create a custom PDF, which is a very powerful thing to be able to do. And here I'm just exploring some of the additional base maps that are available. Lots of different ways you can customize how the map looks once you have it open. So I hope this is going to turn out to be a very useful tool for Bikerdike as well as for their partners. And even I think it's simple enough and straightforward that even some of the general public would be able to navigate it and get some use out of it if you decide to release it in that way. Thanks.